In this video, we're continuing our lesson on equations of lines and transformations. So I asked you to try question 7 on your own, so we are going to take up those answers. So looking at that line that was on our page, the x-intercept is at +3, the y-intercept was at -6. The slope, I noticed I was going 2 squares up, 1 square over, so I did 2 over 1, which divides to just be 2. It's okay if you write 2 over 1, but I'm going to simplify it if I can. And so my equation is y equals mx plus b, so I did y equals 2x, take away 6. It then asked me to reflect the line over the y-axis. So the y-axis is the vertical one here. So I needed to move all of the points to the opposite side of that line. So I started actually down at the bottom. So I noticed I was 3 squares to the left. So I moved it 3 squares to the right. I was 2 squares to the left. So I moved it 2 squares to the right. I was 1 square to the left. So I moved it 1 square to the right. We're basically just flipping the points across to the other side of the line. So I just counted how far away from the y-axis it was, and then I matched it on the other side. And this is my line. So it asked for the x-intercept, which is -3, the y-intercept, which stayed at -6. The slope, I noticed I was now going 2 squares down and 1 square over. So I ended up with -2 over 1, or just -2, and my equation is y equals -2x minus 6. So our next question says, how does reflecting a line over the x-axis change the slope? So it didn't ask about the equation this time, it just asked about the slope. So I'm going to go back to question 6. When we reflected it over the x-axis, the original line had a slope of -1, and then the new line had a slope of +1. When we reflected it over the y-axis, our original slope was +2, and our slope of the new line was -2. So when we reflect a line over the x-axis or the y-axis, it doesn't matter, the slope is going to change its sign. So if it's positive, it will become negative. If it's negative, it will change to positive. So how does reflecting the line over the x or y-axis change the slope? The sign of the slope changes. So the sign of the slope changes. And then I'm just going to write positive, negative. It's basically just going to switch from one to the other. So we are going to take a look at one more question together. It says the line y equals 7x minus 3 is reflected in the y-axis. State the slope of the new line. So the current slope is the one with the x, so it's 7. So my new slope should have the opposite sign. So if this is +11, then my new slope should be -7. I think I just said 11. If my slope is 7, then my new slope is going to be -7. I'm going to ask you to take a second and think about number 10, and then we'll check it in a moment. So it says the line y equals -3x minus 1 is reflected in the x-axis. State the slope of the new line. So take a moment, think about it. What do you think that slope is going to be? All right, if you thought the slope should be 3, then you are absolutely right. The slope here was -3, so it would be the opposite sign, so it would be +3. Okay, the rest of this package is your homework, so make sure you do your practice. Have a great day.